Good morning. So first of all, doing the deanly thing, on behalf of the Chancellor of UCLA, Gene Block, and our Provost, Scott Waugh, it's my privilege to welcome you to the University of California, Los Angeles, the nation's finest public institution of higher education. I am Gary Segura. I'm the Dean of the Luskin School of Public Affairs, and I'm a professor of public policy, Chicano Studies, and political science. The news this morning was sobering. Measure EE, a parcel tax that would have provided critically needed infusion of cash to the second largest school system in the United States, failed. It did not simply fail to secure the 2/3 required under our state's constitution. It failed, not exceeding 50%. Why? Well, that will be debated for days, and something tells me it'll come up in conversation here. Superintendent Austin Buettner and Mayor Eric Garcetti tried to put a good spin on it last night, but there are really very few rays of sunshine in the outcome. Only about 300,000 votes were cast, or at least that have been counted so far. Was putting this on a special election ballot rather than a general election with its larger, less white, more liberal electorate a wise decision? Probably not. But I think we would be wrong to assume that that's the cause here. The size of the defeat suggests that the coalition of those who, on the one hand, would destroy public education partnered with those who support public education but have lost faith in the ability of at least this school district to succeed. That coalition has grown larger than I think we realized. And it is not confined to Los Angeles, and it is not the fault of any single bogeyman or opponent. Our challenges in American society are too real to play around here. While we struggle to maintain even a reasonable quality 20th century education with school counselors and nurses and reasonable class sizes, the world has moved on to the 21st. The rapid evolution of technology and the requirements of an increasingly information-driven economy means that our students need to develop skill sets and experience hands-on learning on materials, equipment, and technology that would be unrecognizable in a classroom 20 years ago, and, frustratingly, remain unrecognizable in many classrooms today in Los Angeles and across the United States. But as a professor of public policy, I have to say that that is not our greatest shortcoming. Our greatest shortcoming and our most urgent concern should not be technology instruction, second language acquisition, coding, or even reading, writing, and arithmetic. Civic education and the formation of citizens, after last night, strikes me as our most urgent priority. The results last night clearly illustrate we seem to have an atrocious deficit in our collective understanding that society can and must provide public goods for social well-being, a quality and well-funded education being the first and foremost. We seem to have failed in inculcating the basic notion that even complex societies and multicultural cities, not just in an imagined agrarian and monochrome past, that in those societies, commitment to mutual well-being and common weal has a far greater impact on our individual quality of life than we seem to recall. Individual achievement and individual riches may secure individual desires, but it does not produce a society in which one wants to live. Certainly not happily, freely, and securely. We should be angry at underinvestment in schools. We should be alarmed at historic disinvestment in the University of California and Cal State. We should be troubled by the Herculean tasks placed in front of the community college system. And we should call out those who wish to substitute their private concerns for public ones and lay bare their agendas. Now, we appreciate support from the business community and we appreciate support from philanthropy, and I know we'll talk about that today, but neither of those is a substitute for the collective commitment of the citizenry to the provision of core services to our society. Professor Noguera wants to transform schools, and I'm with him. But the society under which those schools struggle needs a little work too, if he's going to have a chance to succeed. So let's get to the business of making this a more constructive society, not just in the education realm, but in all parts of our civic and social life. Welcome to UCLA and have a great day.